Alright, we're back here on Friday. Have a couple more losses to go over from yesterday, unfortunately, but that's alright. We'll get to those. Bitcoin's starting to pop off here a little bit, and it kind of seems to still be stuck in this weekly trend. I don't know, it is trying to break it, which it could, but we really won't be able to know until we get a weekly candle that breaks over it. Since this is big old weekly trend here back from November. But yeah, we have entered this resistance zone here. This is pretty massive here. Let's see if it starts to reject and head back towards the support zone like I was anticipating. Or it could just pop right off, come hit this more minor zone up here. Something like that. Could do that. Or might see rejection. And like I said, we won't really know until we start seeing a weekly candle close distribution. So it could be a week or two. Or it could just zip right through this zone and hit that, I don't know. But either way, we'll have to kind of sit and watch. In the meantime, I'll be looking for long since the day is green. And as we have learned painfully this week, we want to stick with the trend as much as we can. So on to my losses on that note. Took 2 trades yesterday. Yeah. And just to preface, the market yesterday, we're kind of looking, it's going down. And if you remember, I took like a long on this support on some other coin. Just head faked me. Oops. Came down and destroyed my stop loss. So I was looking for a return to this zone so I can short. And this doji faked me out. Took a short on these 2 trades here. And just blasted my stop loss. So I think it is this zone is cursed or something, or I just too flip floppy. I don't know. So, yeah, onto Adam. So yeah, I came up, hit the zone, of which it hit 2 times before. So I was looking at a short. 3rd time, blasted my stop. So I'm out of that trade. And then we're looking at the same thing with Dot here. This one probably wasn't. I probably could have avoided this trade, honestly. So we were making some pretty clear higher lows, higher highs. And the fact that the price stopped right on this zone, rather than going back down to this. Yeah, that's. I was kind of asking to be stopped out there. Just looking at the price structure there, and it's holding this trend here on the weekly, I believe. Yeah, so if you zoom out to week, it's not what I wanted. Yeah, it's holding this weekly trend, so I didn't take that into consideration. Gotta zoom out more on my charts when I enter trades. So anyway, those are 2 more losses, 5 in a row, which is kind of a bummer, but can't get too down about it. Just move on, accept it. Losses happen, so moving on to today's watches. Like I said, taking or looking for longs today. This was a trade I set up this morning. Didn't make it in. However, but if we were using a 1-to-1 risk to reward, that's a successful trade, which is awesome. So I'll probably keep that pinned here today just to see how far it goes, potentially stop. We got Maker here again. Just retested this zone it broke previously. Waiting for this 4 hour to close. Accumulation. Probably hop into a long there. It's pretty crazy. Like, look how steep that trend is. It's kind of wild. Don't know how much longer that'll hold, but hopefully enough for me to sneak in a trade. Tricks looks pretty good to me. Broke this resistance zone. Came down, touched it, retested it, and popping up above this weekly hold even. Yeah, if we go on the weekly chart, see how that looks. What in the world? So yeah. So that weekly wasn't so much that, I guess, as the zone here. Big old weekly zone. Yeah, I need to do some more charting on the weekly. Kind of neglect the higher time frames a little bit. I just stick to the 4 hour most of the time. Anyway, enough about tricks. That's what I'm looking at there. Quantum is same kind of thing. Broke this little resistance zone here. I guess it still has to overcome this one here. But I mean, that's still like, even if it stops at that level, there's still potential there if we close. Accumulation, and I bet since this has a weekly hold here, if we go out, it'd be kind of similar to tricks. It's not so much this hold as it is this zone. Yeah, kind of neat. Well, this is obviously kaput. Okay, cool. Sorry, some on the fly charting there, but yeah, anyways, that's probably all for today. Just looking at longs, because we want to stick with the daily trend, so we'll watch it and I'll leave it there.